Hello again, boys and girls. We are going to read the book that we read together right now. Look at this title. Can you tell me what the title says? Remember, when we begin reading, we start at the top line, which would be this one right here, and we read from left to right. So it would be I can, you can. So we read from left to right on the top line, and then we come down and we read left to right on the second line as well. And then if there were more lines, we'd go on. Look at this girl and her mom. This word here is mom. Mom, because the girl and her mom are walking. Where does it look like they're walking at? They're walking on the beach. So this word right here is beach, and it gives you a little picture of the beach to use as a clue. Now we have some words to sound out. At. Let's blend it. Pat. 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 I can pat, 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 on, up, top. Here's at, pat. Let's look at the next one. Now we have tip, 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 and we have top, top. I can tip, tip, it, on top. And we have a name. Dawn. Dawn can see it. I can pat, 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 on, up, top. I can pat, pat, pat on top. We can do it. Do you see that exclamation point right here? That is called an exclamation point, and that means we say it really excited. We can do it. Really, really excited. Let's go back to the beginning, and I am going to have the computer read the book along. I'm going to have the computer read the book, and I want you to use your finger to follow along with it. Ready?
I can, you can. Mom and I go to a beach. I can pat, pat, pat on top. Can you pat it? I can tip, tip it on top. Dawn can see it. I can pat, pat, pat on top. We can do it.
Very good. Let's go back. And I want you to try to use your finger to follow along, but I also want you to try to read along with us this time. Here we go.
I can, you can. Mom and I go to a beach. I can pat, pat, pat on top. Can you pat it? I can tip, tip it on top. Don can see it. I can pat, pat, pat on top. We can do it.
Okay, this time I want you to read it nice and loud. Ready? Nice and loud. Follow along with your finger.
I can, you can. Mom and I go to a beach. I can pat, pat, pat on top. Can you pat it? I can tip, tip it on top. Don can see it. I can pat, pat, pat on top. We can do it.
If I had to ask you, or if you had to tell me what the story is about, what would you tell me that the story's about? Maybe you'd say a little girl and her mom on the beach. That's true. What did they do while they were on the beach? What's she doing here? She's putting sand in her little foam there, and she patted it on top, and then she probably, it doesn't say on this page, but she probably had to tip it over to dump that out. And notice she has a bucket here with little points on it. She filled it up and she tipped it and made a little castle beside the big one. And then it looks like she did again here, because see how her big one now has another one on top? So what's she doing? She's building a sand castle. They put another little section over here, a little tiny one there on top, and there's the big sand castle that they built. So if you had to tell me what this book was about, you'd probably say a little girl and her mom went to the beach and they built a sand castle. And this boy might be her brother, or maybe it's just a friend that happened to be at the beach. The book doesn't really tell us that too much. Thank you for reading with me today, boys and girls. Have a great day.